hope y'all enjoy this. We like going on these little drives today. I thought, I didn't know where y'all wanted to go today. Y'all have to tell me. We'll turn the air conditioning down there a little bit. Y'all look like y'all was getting a little chilly over there. We're WCB in Channel 12 over here in the Wells Creek Basin, and we're sponsored by East Hardware there, Tennessee Ridge, Signature Healthcare there in the early and they're getting ready to have a big fireworks display here on the Friday the 1st, and so we hope y'all enjoy that. Houston County Drug Alliance, they've got all kind of things to keep our children out of trouble. Everything from parks to recreation up here in Tennessee Ridge. I mean, they just keep our kids busy all the time. And the Houston County Traditions First Bank, you know, they're Houston County's only hometown bank, and golly, they tell me today's a good time to buy a house. You know, the prices are low, everything else. You can probably get some deals and go down there and see them about getting a loan for one, or buy you a car, or whatever. Help the economy out there where we can. You might need to refinance, I don't know. So check them out. Like I said, I think we'll head over to Dover, Tennessee today, and we'll just take a slight ride there. We won't go long. We may run over to the park there where the Eagles are, or something like that. Anyway, y'all ride along with us. I'm glad to have you. We'll have to stop somewhere along the line and get us all something to drink, I believe, though. You know, we don't have a thing to drink here. Past the armory. And Elizabeth Ann Seaton's church there. We'll be going past the lake and a lot of different things like that. Anyway, it's going to be a good little trip here, I believe. And we shouldn't be gone but about, what do y'all think I'll take it to? About an hour and a half, something like that. We ought to be back here about, probably about 2 o'clock anyway, 2:30, something like that. We've got to walk the dog and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I just love watching those willow trees. They remind me of home for some reason or other. And of course in Texas we didn't have that but mesquite trees, so you wonder about that. Passing rustic timbers there, their bed and breakfast just on the Stewart County line. Just before you get to Stewart County line, but it's a really nice place to go eat if you hadn't been there. A lot of old antique tractors and things out here. The quarters garage. Just a good, like I said, a good day. Not sure what the temperature is. Probably somewhere in the 80s. Not too bad. We're entering what they call historic Stewart County. So we're there. We're in another part of the basement. Stewart County is part of the basement. We'll be on the 4th of July, the 2nd of July, let me get that right here, it's celebrating the 4th. On the 2nd of July, we'll be in Cumberland City for their lighting of the Cumberland. It's an all-day event starting at 10 o'clock in the morning with the parade. Earlier that morning, just prior to starting, they're planning on having a real Civil War wedding. Should be a real treat. We'll try to get that on television for y'all. And that'll run all day with singing and car shows, motorcycle shows, just about anything you can think of. We'll have it in the cards there. And And then, of course, they finish up in the evening with the fireworks. Right into us. And it lasts about 20 minutes. So I'd say from about 9 to 9:20, the Cumberland River there at Cumberland City will look like daylight. I don't know, but that's what it's been every year. So I hope y'all come down and enjoy that with us. Fella behind me pulling a boat, he must be going fishing. A lot of fishing going on around here. Of course, we're going right down by some of that fishing country there into the reserves here. A lot of reserves here in this area of Tennessee. Of course, we are here at LBL, land between the lakes there too. Big park area, state park area. We have stopped right there at that particular point here and taken some beautiful little old pictures right there. We'll be coming in here to Carlisle, Tennessee in just a few minutes, and we go to a singing over here there at Asbury Community, and you that have never been to the Asbury Community, they, like Stewart Community, take place every first and third Friday of the month. Generally a good time. They got a lot of more bluegrass and a lot of different people show up for that event there. Should be a great time though. Passing a little farm here on the right there. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. The lights, so in this particular video screen, that we might have a hard time seeing it ourselves as far as what we're passing here. Speed's 55 along this road, but when I first came here, I had a hard time doing 10 or 15. You know, you come from all straight roads. This here looks just a little odd too. Creeks look pretty out there. Just passing Making Outlaws garage there on the left and the right. I think he owns a little on both sides of the road there. One of these curves here, we're just going to drive a little slow. No, we're not in any big hurries. This fellow with this boat behind us wants around us. Well, we'll give him an opportunity when we get up here around Carlisle. We'll pull in there and show y'all a couple of little different places that I think you'll enjoy. Here we are, just going into the big city of Carlisle, Tennessee. It's changed a lot. It's quiet. I like it in the summertime, though. It sure is pretty out here. Just passing the Ham Cemetery there on the right. Nice houses here on the left, wooded area right across the street there. I guess you'd call this a satellite community of Tennessee Ridge, Houston County, and Stewart County, one of the satellite communities here. I don't know what the population is, but I doubt it's as large as Cumberland City. And Cumberland City is only 300. Actual census near 2,000. There we're coming up along some of this big fencing here. I don't know who this is, but one of the prettiest places here. And I'd hate to just have to paint the fence, much less do anything else. Nice old boat off there to the left there. Wouldn't mind having that myself. Looks like it ain't been too long since I've been out here paving the road on this right side of the road anyway. And maybe a little on the left. They're just not going very far, very deep in, I guess, you know. Highway only has so much right of way that they can cut. Well, we're going to stop here at this little store and get us a little something to drink there to carry us home. Little pond down in here in this area here, and if you'll notice that, y'all, there is, golly, at the blue rock that you can get out of that area there. Well, I got made some coffee. What'd y'all get? I didn't get much of one of them rocks there. I didn't want to crawl down that hole there. You know, be an old man, you afraid to get it. But I was just going to show you, if you can see that, there with my hand in there. And it's just a little old blue rock. We'll just kind of point it. We'll set it right there and on the dashboard and let y'all see that. Nice little blue rock there. Yeah, you know, and they're all different sizes. Brought my grandchildren down here one time. I got a whole bag full of them things. Anyway, we're going to head on out from here. Now that everybody's got something to drink. Like I said, I guess they'd call this the Carlisle Market. I don't know what else. I don't see no name or anything on it, so that's what we're going to call it. It's the Carlisle Market. And I'm actually surprised they had coffee way out here in the country. I forget which place it was, Oregon or one of those up that way there, that they said the one thing that you found there was coffee on every corner. That sounded like my kind of state anyway. Right here's North 233. You turn right here and you'll be heading off to Cumberland City there to TVA and Firehouse Jam, and where we'll be heading this next week, into this next weekend for lighting of the Cumberland. We hope y'all will enjoy that. Dover's about 10 miles away from here, and like I said, we won't be taking on a long trip. Just a few minutes, just a little something to let y'all get out and see part of the countryside here on a spring, or actually it's a summer day because the solstice was here this last week. It was that the longest day of the year has already taken place. I didn't know that it took place here in June, but apparently it did. They tell me they was gathered there by the thousands at Stonehenge there in England or in Glastonbury. We always like passing this one place down here. They have over the years have had some of the weirdest scarecrows out there. I just haven't noticed them. They looked like this year they had some kind of a man just sitting out there. Of course, it's a dummy is what it is. Oh, I'm not out there. Did y'all see that? It is weird, don't you think? This is a really curvy part of the road right here as you pass Carlisle, and you get into another section here. But right along this riverfront here. It's just like a snake. Off to the left, and y'all don't see that, and I really can't see either where it was, but there was a railroad ran all the way from here, ran from Tennessee Ridge all the way to Dover. I've had several people tell me about riding it. Older people tell me about riding it when they were children, and they get on it and ride all the way over there and ride all the way back. Miss Lovey Holland used to talk about riding the train from Camden, Tennessee over to Erin, and it's like it was a big treat and all-day affair there. A little bit overcast, not, which is really kind of good, I guess. Pass a lot of water here, and I know that y'all probably can't see that, except maybe eventually sit a little bit through the trees, which is all I've seen in the road. Fishermen out there. Just a beautiful, beautiful area right along here. And it's actually backwater off the Cumberland is what this is. Reserves around here that they open up this time of year. Let y'all get a little, maybe y'all get another little deeper shot of the water through there. Piece of farm equipment over here on the left that's just quite unusual, and we'll probably cross it. We're here at the Cross Creek National Wildlife is where we're at. Just another one of the places to go if you're visiting this area here. You talk about wildlife here. There's wildlife, Civil War, just anything you might want to think to do can be done right here in this area here. Country music, events taking place all over. Just really a nice area of the country to live in. Of course, you can't hardly beat coming into Bear Springs here, and we'll stop here a minute at Bear Springs and let y'all look at the lime kill that's here. Well, and we'll be passing here in just a second. Let's see, we'll just kind of go that way, catch it and see y'all and see that coming in. Kind of a tourist attraction for here, right across the street from Bear Springs Baptist Church. They've got a full fire department here in Bear Springs, and I doubt that there's 100 people in Bear Springs. I can be wrong, but next time I see that guy that runs the fire department over here, I'm going to ask him just how big is Bear Springs. one of those things that you always want to know. Or think you want to know anyway. Like I said, we're just kind of going slow through here. If anybody wants to go around me, they're more than welcome. One of the things that we come up on here in just a few minutes will be this red building over here, and people have always told me that that was a stagecoach stop. I'm not sure, but pretty awesome place there. Just kind of neat. As long as I'm going along at 30, 40 miles an hour there, I imagine somebody might get a little upset with me. I don't know. It says the speed limit's 30, so I'm doing really good, I think. I'm actually driving faster than the speed limit. I need to probably slow down. One of the things that you really have to watch for over here in Stewart County is that they're not known for letting people just run up and down the road at really high from speeds there. And we're just coming right in right now to Stewart, Tennessee. So that's why the speed limit there was 30. It's like most small towns. Well, this kind of speeds up here, goes from 30 to 40, but there was some curves back there. T-Dot, or on the right. That says 55. I don't understand that. Maybe we weren't into the city. Maybe we still got a little, it looks like hell, maybe we got a little ways still to go. Stop at one of these service stations up here pretty soon and get some gas, though. I didn't even think about that as I headed out. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Glad I decided to look down at that gas gauge. I'd have probably been in trouble, don't you think? Nice little old house there. Acreage for sale. Passing along Great Church of the Nazarene. Nice area here. Looks like a big Indian standing there, but it ain't nothing but a tree. One of those underground houses right there that we just passed. You know, the guy was it actually is underground there. It's kind of a neat house. What everybody that's been inside of it have told me. BW Post 4730, I believe that's what they said. Like I said, we're in the Cross Creek National Wildlife Reserve here. Here we are, now we're in Dover. I knew we couldn't be far away. You gotta come up here and stop and gas. There's a service station, if I remember correctly, right here on the right. Just as we get in. Stewart County Memorial Gardens right here, and this is Darlene's Market. It says here, welcome to Darlene's. Well, we're going to get out of here just a minute, and we'll be back in just a second. We'll just kind of leave this point out there where they're putting out all that water and everything. $1.03. It's in 3 cents it'll be there. Well, we're going to head on back out here. Got us about a half a tank of gas. That's about all we need. Make this little old trip. Don't be a litter bug. Keep your community clean. Looks like they blowing off some fire hydrants here. I bet, fella, you just need to be standing out in there. Healthcare center here, my old school type thing. We'll be passing the mayor's office here in a little bit. Whispering the Hills. That's there. Lake area here, kind of. Beautiful little area. Like they're doing some kind of building over there, and maybe they're going to add on to the county offices there. Coming up here on the right will be the high school. There's the Stewart County Mayor's office there. There's Manor House. Dover Manor House there. Dover, if you went down there. That's, I believe that's where, Surrender House is right there is what I'm thinking about. The Surrender House is, where, they, had a hospital there and a lot of the soldiers, and they did their surrender there. That's the reason it's got that name. Coming up here on the Stewart County Courthouse. Like I said, we're still in the Wells Creek Basin here. Brigham Hardware right across the street there. Ray Ward has a barbershop out here on Highway 79. We ought to be calling him the Singing Barber is what we ought to be calling him. They've got a lot of blankets here type things like you see in Houston County also. They're part of that trail. And really nice. My rock fell off of there and fell into my cup, so I guess I'm glad it was there to catch the rock and didn't fall into my coffee. Speed limit along here is 35. Looks like it might have been up a little bit because I was thinking it was 30. But we're not trying to speed along anyway. We want you to kind of enjoy the trip there. We'll just kind of point that off to the right there, and then when we come back, you'll be able to see it from the other direction. Passing the bank here, Dover Town Hall, excuse me, Dover Town Hall. Helping Hands of Dover's right down here. LBL Church of Christ. Regions Bank, we're familiar with those over in Houston County. Farmers Market, they got one here too. Really nice farmers market over here in Dover. We've been there a few times. Well, we're going to be coming up here on Fort Donelson here in just a little bit. National Battlefield. They said that you could hear the cannons going when my wife's grandfather was born, so it don't seem like that's been that long ago. That's Wagner Medicine. You see a lot of Wagner Medicine stuff down at Mitchell's Drug down there, and here we are. We're going to go in and go around the battlefield here, just take a little ride around. Won't take too long. Some sign up here saying the Civil War singers. I don't know what that might be all about. In a Civil War shop, okay. Like I said, we're here at the Fort Donelson Visitor Center. Kind of new for us here. We're just going to kind of drive around, just take life kind of slow and easy. Tennessee likes to show off their green. They ought to be known as the Green State. We got battle steel stops all along. Big statue there. We'll catch that on the way back. We'll stop down here at the Eagle's Nest, but I doubt that there'll be any eagles out and about, but you never know. We were out here, hadn't been too long ago, where it seemed like that we were out here with Linda Haynes, and she shot all kind of eagles out here. When I say shot, I'm talking about photographs, and so there's actually no gun involved there, I guarantee you. Got signs there, you can't walk or climb on the earthworks that they have there, and they have quite an extensive paving here to where you can get off the road and everything like that. There's somebody walking along. A lot of people come out here and take their walks and their little hikes. Big motor drives through. Battlefield stop number 2. We'll stop along here in a minute and let y'all look at some of these little cabins that they have here. And we're really close to where the eagle would be if it was here. Down in there is a sample of one of the cabins that they might have lived in when they were here and everything. And if you look out in this direction, and we don't know if there's anything out there, but right out in this direction here is generally where there's a big eagle's nest out there, and people are usually, apparently it must be over because I don't see anybody parked here. Usually there's photographers everywhere taking pictures of this. Anyway, we're going to go on down a little bit and we'll let y'all see that, but we wanted to let you see, like I said, the last time we was here, there's so many bees and stuff there that people couldn't even get close to it. We got a luncheon area down here, big place for picnics, so forth, and you can see down the Cumberland all the way there. And I don't know if y'all will be able to see that or not, but we'll go down through here and make a turn, and then we'll come back and we'll go around the Cumberland in a different way and let you see some of the batteries that they've set up here for the different things. There's one shot down into the Cumberland there, and then we come over here and we go in, and bathroom area and things like that. Look at that on the Cumberland there. That's just one shot here from there, and you can see people going across the bridge there that we came into this area on, and just kind of an interesting place. Sit here a minute and enjoy that. It's a nice, quiet, kind of a not bright sunny day here in Well, if you'll watch really close now, you'll see that boat coming up the river. And, well, it looks to me like they may not make it. They're making a big S there is what they're doing, so they may or may not come up the river. I don't know all the way if we'll see them come up or not. They may have went over there and turned around. Yeah, it looks to me like they turned around before they got to the area that I was talking about, so one can't never tell what's going on. Like I said, we just sit here and rest a minute, enjoy this. I'm sure y'all are enjoying it. You know, just kind of a quiet, nice day here on the river. Here in Dover, Tennessee. Well, we'll back up here and we'll go down around where they have some of the battlefields and things, or cannons set up there where the boats would come in. They'd be shooting at the Union Army there coming down the river. People over there having a picnic. They've got a lot of picnic tables down here, and that's a nice quiet place to come for a picnic. Like I say, in the Wells Creek Basin, if you're fishing, hunting, just like to boat or you picnic or whatever you like to do, they've just pretty well got it available here for you. We're just a hop, skip, and a jump from one of the biggest golf courses in the area. They're at Paris Landing. And looks like there's a lot of folks down here on the river just looking around. We'll go down there and look around and see what they got going on. People taking pictures and looking at the cannons down in there. I don't know if y'all can see those or not, but right in there with those trees and things like that. People sitting down there on them. Just really a nice area. Well, we'll put it back down here and head on down a little bit. People are looking over their pictures that they're taking. Looks like they may have some kind of a photo shoot going on down there. Probably a photographer here using that as his area. So that's probably what it is that there's a big photo shoot going on here. Senior shoots or something like that. Girls riding the bikes. To me, it looks like they may be doing some work down in those there. They've got some different things. They're cleaning that up probably from the flood and stuff like that. We'll come down there in a second and get you a shot of that. We'll park up here and walk down to that area there. like I said, you can see where they're doing a lot of work down in here, so it doesn't give you quite the effect that it normally would. And we'll go down here and sit down on the bench and look out toward the river there a few minutes, see if a big boat comes in or anything like that. We'll go down here to the viewing area and get the idea there. Probably cleaning up from the kids having a picture session down here on the cannons. It's a nice trip, don't y'all think? Especially B-Day if we would sail here for the Eagles and all that kind of stuff. People here from Missouri. The sign here says, "Do not feed the eagles. A fed eagle is a dead eagle." Y'all always keep that in mind when you come down in this area here. We'll go out here on this lookout. It's kind of a nice little deck that they've built out here. And it looks to me like they're doing some cleanup up there, work down in there for these batteries for the cannons. Got a thing here on Foot's gunboat flotilla. It looks like he had timbered in ironclad vessels, and that was the Conestoga, the Lexington, and the Tyler were commercial river steamers, and they were converted over to gunboats, and they added heavy wooden bulkheads and a mix of cannons. The ironclads all named for towns on the Mississippi and Ohio River. There were the Carondelet, the Cincinnati, the Louisville, the Mound City, Pittsburgh, and the St. Louis, and they were broad beam, shallow draft vessels. They had 2.5 inches of armor on their signs called casemates, and they had 1.25 inches on the forward side of the pilot house. James Eads built those, and just kind of neat there. They got a picture of the USS Cincinnati here, and I don't know if y'all see that or not. We'll point out here there's a boat going down the river there. Speedboat carrying it out. Like I said, it looks like they're doing some work here as far as fixing the rock and this stuff for the different cannons here. We'll go on over here. Iron Valentines. It says, before building Fort Donelson, the Confederates built 2 river batteries along the Cumberland River to defend the water approach to the major supply centers of Clarksville and Nashville. One of the upper river batteries is located several hundred feet to your right, and the other, reconstructed here, was known as the lower river battery. Both were armed with heavy, what they call seacoast artillery, manned by inexperienced gunners. This battery contained 8 32-pound cannons, and on the extreme left, 1 10-inch. Columbia. It says on February 14th, 1862, Flag Officer Andrew Hull's Butch Union gunboat flotilla rounded the bend in the distance and steamed up the Cumberland to exchange Iron Valentines with the water batteries. Using the tactics that proved successful at Fort Henry a week earlier, Foote maneuvered his gunboats very close, intending to shell the batteries into submission. The cumbersome vessels, however, moved so slowly that they became excellent targets for the untested Confederate artillerymen and were forced to withdraw. Kind of a neat little idea there. So, like I said, we're here on the Cumberland here. And it was just all about control of the rivers and the railroads. The surrender of Fort Henry and To Ft Donelson's was actually caused them to the South to evacuate Bowling Green, which was an important part of the Confederacy's western defense line, and give up southern Kentucky and ultimately much of middle and west Tennessee as well. The river and railroads became vital federal supply lines. Nashville became a huge supply depot for the Union armies in the west. The Confederate heartland was open to federal invasion after that. Anyway, we're going to head on back out of here and see where we can go. We're going to carry it on back home there, but we hope you've enjoyed the trip there so far. I just happened to notice out there and see a bunch of these here scooters running down the road, and I thought that'd be a nice little shot out there for you guys. I don't know where they're going, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Looks like a flotilla of scooters to me is what it looks like. One little one-man scooters all going down, just kind of like a bike ride, except that they're on the water. About the same difference there. Like I said, we're headed out. I see somebody coming this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them is what there is. All of them spread out there. Nice, a safe way to do it. Well, we're heading back out here from Fort Donelson, and well, that's awesome there with all that artillery and everything like that. They actually had a place further back from that they had put the cannons, but they just weren't any good against the ironclads. But like I said, just an amazing place, and it's extremely quiet up here. It's almost church-like if you really stop and think about it. There's another little gun for till over there, another cannon out. Those are set out all over the place from behind the different banks there where the artillerymen would sit and shoot at the oncoming Union Army. This is speed limit 25. They ought to lower it to about 15, I think. I'm surprised I hadn't seen an armadillo out here, though. We're trying to figure out how they got across the Mississippi, but we figure they laid down on their back and backpedaled. That built-in boat they got. Like I said, extremely quiet out here. It's almost, there's some big old mushrooms popped up. Wished I knew the kind that you gathered up for a big dinner. That might have been it. One of them looked like it was with that big tent on top of it, but I'd probably eat them and they'd be poison or something. Here comes somebody this way. I think we passed them a while ago coming in. They must be running this here pretty regular, building up their strength and everything. The truth is that we probably need to be doing this ourselves. fencing area in here, and put in there probably to keep the Union Army from advancing. They had to climb over that fence to get to them. Coming up on the right is one of the a large monument to the war that was fought here and helped farm America as it is today. And just a very awesome, like I said, quiet place here, Fort Donelson, here in Dover, Tennessee, part of the Wells Creek Basin. And we like going out in the Wells Creek Basin. That's our favorite area of the world. And like for it to become yours. Come in, they've got a big visitor center here, and they show movies and have all kinds of different things, bathroom facilities here, and exhibits, you name it, they've got it here. Right next to that is what they call I don't know, Confederate singers or something. I don't quite figured out what that one is, but it looks like they're closed. It's a Civil War shop. Looked like it might be Saturday at 6 p.m. Civil War singers, a big concert there or something. Yep, it comes up this Saturday here at Fort Donelson, 6 p.m. So if you haven't got anything to do, you might want to try this area out. We're going to head on back down to Houston County, and I like I said, I know y'all do. I do. I like to get out and look around here. I noticed they've got a big blanket up on their gas center there. There's another Graves battery sign going up toward it. A lot of work going on here in the park. They have to go every so often and do restoration, stuff like that. Freshen it up, make it look good for all the visitors coming from all over. And we're always glad to have you. Coming up on that sign that says Farmers Market. Off to the left here is the Fort Donelson National Cemetery, just for that. And we've already taken you there once, but we'll go there again one of these days before long and see how you enjoy that. Here on Friday afternoon. Dip, the dairy freeze. When I was a young fella, they found one of those on every corner. Radio Shack right here in downtown Dover, Tennessee. We're going to go over here in the park in just a minute and go over here to Radio Shack and see, and we'll be back with y'all in just a minute. We're going to let these people here that's with me there go on over there. Well, we've been in there and bought in the Radio Shack here and bought a little stuff, and so I guess we're gonna head out. And we've enjoyed this trip so far, I really have. I gotta think. Now I gotta find Key. We may have a little problem here. I'll get out of here and step out here. See if I can find them. Like I say, we're at right across the street there, Direct TV, Cheatham's TV and Furniture, TV and Appliance and Furniture Showroom, and a Radio Shack right on inside it there if you need anything. They got a lot of different items there that you might look forward to getting. We're going to go up here and turn around the corner here and be heading on out. Like I said, Stewart County is part of the Wells Creek Basin, and so we thought we'd take a little trip over here. Heading back out. We've had a nice little trip over here to Dover. Passing the Stewart County Public Library there on the right. There's the Stewart County Mayor. Speed limit right along here, 35 miles an hour. It varies in this area so much that you're just not really sure unless you travel a lot. pontoon boats seem to be really popular in this area too, and I really like them because they give you a nice level area for a camera. You don't bounce up and down as much as you do in the other boats, I guarantee you. Bicycle into town. Pretty awesome exercise if you don't walk along and ride a bicycle. Water. Boy, I tell you what, I'm glad you could ride along today. I really am. Hate going on these trips by myself. Yeah, we'll probably stop at Carlisle, get a little more coffee or something like that. Now, what do you want, Coke? Like Kurt Clark there, all he thinks about my coffee is that it's liquid dirt, so I know you don't want any of that. But I said, well, it's just too hot for coffee. I just keep trying to explain the science behind it, but they don't want to seem to listen. Oh, well. That's the way it goes, traveling east. That west. Tell you what, now that was an awesome fish on top of that mailbox. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. It says reduced speed ahead. Well, we can't be reduced much more than what we are. So maybe that old black. I hate it when I get those old black RVs behind me because I know that they're always in a hurry. Especially when I get places where they can't get around. Speed limit's 40 and I was doing 40, so up here by the sawmill. Well, it looks like they disappeared from the back of it, so they must have found them a way off. actually two of them there. One of them bearing the back wheel. I'm not sure if it was a kill or just a hold up for like a bridge type thing for the railroad that ran right there by them. Just not exactly sure of the exact setup though. That's different than the ones in Houston County. This one has some carving and different things on there that's actually embossed in the stone. And they're really trying to keep it a nice little park type atmosphere there. Passing back alongside the river now on the left hand side, the same place it was where it was coming. Right, so y'all will see what we were seeing on the right hand side of the road that y'all didn't get to see last time. It was all those trees